I made over $25,000 from my small business, and here's how I did it. Hello everyone, welcome to or welcome back to my channel. My name is Siani and I sell on Etsy and on Depop, and today we're going to be talking about how all this Etsy and Depop stuff came about, how I started my business, things I did to improve my business and grow my business. I'm going to be sharing my story and some tips. So let's just get right on into it. So I started my Etsy shop almost 3 years ago now on December 1st, 2020, when I was only 13 years old. I started off with only about $200 to buy materials and shipping supplies and all that stuff you need to start a business. So that just goes to show that you don't need a bunch of money to invest and start some big business and have a bunch of products and materials in stock just to start. So you may be asking, how did you open any Etsy shop or Depop or accounts or anything while still being a kid? So while being a kid, you do have to have parent permission and help to make accounts on websites and platforms like Etsy to sell and run a business. So that's what I did. I had my parents help me and make an account for me and help me start my business. So how did I grow my business from 0 sales, $0, 0 followers to what I have now, making thousands of dollars a month, getting hundreds and hundreds of sales? How did I do that? So the first thing that I did to start from 0 and now be at over 1,000 sales shipping all over the world, I started making more and more listings. When I first started, that first month of being on Etsy, I started with only 8 listings. Only 8 listings, and they were all from different categories, from crochet plushies to accessories and earrings and necklaces. There was no niche and it wasn't a lot of listings. So the first thing that I worked to do was to just make more and more and more products. I wasn't worried about niching down right away. I was just trying to find as many product types as I could so I could find what product worked the best for me. When I did finally find that product, I then niched down and made a bunch of listings that were different variations of that product. And for me, that product ended up being crochet hats, crochet cat ear beanies, crochet beanies, stuff like that. After I niched down on that specific product, I still have other products in my shop, but that specific product was boosting my shop, boosting all the other listings in my shop. So when you're starting out your business, you want to try to find as many products as you can to test out on your platform, because you're starting from nothing. You have no ideas, no views, no followers to sit here and tell you, well, this is what I want you to sell me. So you have to find a bunch different ideas and products to finally see what catches the Etsy algorithm or whatever platform you're using to market and sell your business. So now I have found my one product that I know is going to sell no matter what every single day, that I know is boosting my entire shop and all the other listings. So I have made a bunch of different variations of that one hat. So as you can see, this is my first original cat beanie listing. But when you go to my shop, you will see a bunch of different variations of crochet cat beanies, because I know that the cat beanies sell. So I'm going to make a bunch of listings that still sit in that same niche of crochet accessories, crochet hats. Next step that I took to grow my shop and make a better branded, stable business was making listings that I personally would buy. Viewing my shop how a consumer would. I love to shop. I love to buy things. We have all shopped before. So when you're starting your business, you should be looking at it not only as the business owner, but as a potential buyer. Would you yourself buy this listing? When I started my business, I would not have bought this listing. It was bland, it had very unserious photography and very little description and details. So when I started my business, if I have 0 reviews and 0 followers to vouch that my business is good, I had to make my listings look professional and serious. So that was the next step I took in my business, turning my listings from bland and very suspicious looking, very unappealing, to very attractive and appealing on a web page. So a big step that I took to make my listings better was having confidence in myself and being proud of my small business. When I started my business, I was very, very shy and secretive about it. Like, I didn't want no one I knew to follow it, no one I knew to know about it. I was very nervous and insecure about it. When I finally took that step of being, I'm proud of my business, I'm proud of what I've created, I was able to then make better listings because I could be the face of those listings instead of having everything just be a product laid in a random background. I can now show the product in use, me on the cover of my business being the face of a business, and that led to not only better listings but more reviews because I could then connect with my customers and have more returning customers because I'm not some secret person behind a computer screen. I am the owner. I'm the proud owner of my business. So when you're starting your business, you want to be proud and confident in your business. Even when you have 0 sales, 0 followers, 0 reviews, the best thing you can do to get out from under the 0 sales, 0 reviews, 0 followers is to be confident and act like you already have this and a successful business. If you carry yourself like you already have a successful business, then your business will grow. So the next thing that helped my business grow from 0, nothing, rock bottom was advertising myself. So there are about 3 different options you can pick from how you want to advertise your business, because if you don't tell anyone, they're never gonna know. You're starting from 0. So you could choose social media. You could make social media accounts for your small business and get views and attention from your posts. You could do paid ads where you're paying for your product to now be boosted on the internet, or you could work on your search engine optimization, SEO, for selling on a different platform like Etsy or Depop. The descriptions and titles you use are then looked at by Etsy for them to now advertise your listing for you. So the options I chose that really helped me, I went with the using Etsy route. I used not only paid Etsy ads, but also used Etsy SEO to my advantage when I was starting my business. I found that it was very hard to grow social media, so I went the route of focusing on more computer-based things like having better descriptions and keywords and titles and tags so that Etsy would now do the work for me. There are a bunch of YouTube videos out there that I watched and listened to for how to use keywords and titles and tags and optimize my listing so that Etsy would boost it. So if you are using Etsy as your platform, definitely go search on YouTube all of the Etsy algorithm videos. But along with using tags and titles and keywords to get my listings up at the top, I also used ads. Since I had no followers, I had no reviews, I had no orders to tell anyone that I had a good business. So I had to pay for the ads to say, well, here's a shop you haven't seen before. So it may be scary to invest money into your business when it has nothing, it has 0 sales, 0 money, but it's something that you have to do. So I just started off with maybe $1 a day, and now I'm still only doing $8 a day, but now I have more reviews and returning customers that are also boosting my page. So I don't have to rely on ads as much as I did when I started in 2020. In 2020, I was really solely relying on ads because I had no social media, no following, no returning customers because I had 0 customers at all. So after almost 3 years of running my business, those are the biggest growth tips that I have used to grow my business. In the last year alone, I have doubled my revenue and the amount of orders I've gotten just by creating more listings, being more confident, and advertising myself. So those are the biggest tips I could give to someone who's starting their own small business, because when I started my business, it was definitely a slow climb up until the last year where I started really making these changes to improve my business and better my business. So if you're thinking about starting a crochet business or an Etsy shop or any small business, you should really take these few tips into consideration, because I know for a fact that they helped improve my business So now I'm able to have a successful, stable business, and I know that I'm going to get an order every single day for the whole year. So thank you so much for watching this video. I know it was a quick one, but I hope you would take these tips and put them into your future business. If you liked the video, make sure to leave a like, and if you're interested in seeing more posts about my business journey and how I run my business, make sure to subscribe and turn on post notifications because I post every Friday night. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye, love ya, toodles.